Good evening, everyone. This is Ma'am Kathy Cossack, and I will be discussing to you about quadratic equations. Tonight, we will be learning the easiest way to determine if an equation is quadratic or not. Now, what is a quadratic equation? A quadratic equation in one variable is a mathematical sentence of degree 2 that can be written in this standard form: ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where the values of a, b, and c are real numbers, and a should not be equal to 0. What happens if the value of a is 0? In that case, if a is 0, everything in this quadratic term becomes 0, and it does not define a quadratic equation anymore. Now let us consider this example number 1. We have 3x squared plus 7x minus 1 is equal to 0. Obviously, this example is written in the standard form. We have our quadratic term, the linear term, and our constant. Okay, for example number 2, we have 2x times the quantity of x minus 4 is equal to 12. So we aim of transforming this into the standard form: ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So we will solve this equation. The first step that we need to do is by distributive property. So 2x times x, that becomes 2x squared. And 2x times negative 4 is equal to negative 8x equals 12. Again, this is by the application of the distributive property. The next step is we need to make this 12 equals to 0. So we can only do that by applying the subtraction property. So we will subtract negative 12, or we will subtract 12 on both sides of the equations. So that would be 2x squared minus 8x minus 12 is equal to 12 minus 12. Again, this is by subtraction property. So this equation becomes 2x squared minus 8x minus 12 equals 0. So this is already the standard form of the given 2x times the quantity of x minus 4 equals 12. So we can now easily determine the values of our a, our b, and our c. So in this equation, which is already written in the standard form, the value of our a is 2, the value of our b is negative 8, and the value of our c is negative 12. Now let us answer this example number 3. We have here the quantity of x plus 1 times the quantity of x minus 8 equals negative 9. Now we can solve this by applying the distributive property using the FOIL method. So we'll start with x times x is equal to x squared. X times negative 8 equals negative 8x. 1 times x is positive x, and then 1 times negative 8 is equal to negative 8 equals negative 9. So we use the distributive property. Next, we need to combine similar terms. This is x squared minus 7x minus 8 equals negative 9. Now take note that we need to make this negative 9 equal to 0. And we can only do that if we add 9 on this side of the equation and do the same on the other side of the equation. And that is what we call the addition property. So x squared minus 7x minus 8 plus 9 equals negative 9 plus 9. This becomes x squared minus 7x plus 1 equals 0. So this is already the standard form of this given equation. So in this answer, we can now identify the values of our A, B, and C. Our A is 1, B is negative 7, and C is positive 1.